Thank you, Madam. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased also to participate to this European Gender Summit, and I would like to underline 3 points. First, the importance of science for society, including GRC contribution. Second, the gender situation in science. And third, GRC and gender equality. First, science has a crucial role in addressing the grand societal challenges we are facing today. These challenges have social, economic and environmental implications that affect everybody and are equally important for women and for men. The total population of the European Union is 504 million, and more than half of the population, 51.2%, are women. As science has an increasing effect on our way of life, women need to have a strong voice in scientific questions. Science tackles all social aspects, and we need the balanced input of both genders. It is also important to underline that facing global competition, we cannot afford to waste any of our resources, especially our talented women scientists. And because science has a great impact on our life, we need to make sure that the voice of science is heard in the policy-making process. Evidence-based policies will help in improving the quality of our lives and to find the adequate answers. The Joint Research Centre is the Commission in-house science service, having more than 2,000 top scientists internally, and we are the only service of the European Commission in charge of direct research. And our work impacts also the life of European citizens with a wide range of initiatives that improves all aspects of modern life, from the air we breathe, the food we eat, the water we drink, or for development of cleaner and safer energy and transport systems. And today we are also paying attention to financial stability, to macroeconomic, to support to growth and jobs. In particular, for financial stability, we are developing a new model called Symbol to detect at an early stage any systemic risk at micro or macroeconomic level, and we are also supporting any possible structural reform in the banking sector, including the possible separation between deposit and investment bank, in order to protect the citizens and the taxpayers. The gender situation in science, the importance of gender diversity in economic decision making has already been acknowledged by the Commission, but we also need more of women's contribution in science. The link between gender balance and increased potential for creativity and innovation is a proven fact. While some progress has been made regarding the situation of women in science, some major challenges remain. As Commissioner Geoghegan-Quinn mentioned, in Europe, only one researcher out of 3 is a woman, even though women make up more than half the European Union student population and 45% of doctorates. And the situation is much worse in senior positions and decision-making bodies. In the history of science, we have seen many breakthroughs achieved by extraordinary women, like Marie Sklodowska-Curie, who is an inspiring example for any scientist. And I firmly believe that gender diversity in science boosts creativity and innovation by adding complementary knowledge, skills and experience. Diversity also brings in more alternatives in research. Therefore, we need mixed research teams as well as more women in senior academic positions and in scientific boards who can influence not only science policy but also the policy making process. Regarding the Joint Research Centre and gender equality, we are encouraging equal participation of men and women in our research teams, but this requires very concrete measures. In order to achieve gender balance at the GRC, I put in place a concrete action plan for equal opportunities. A set of implementing actions for a balanced workforce in the GRC have been established, ensuring a holistic approach tackling recruitment, career development, as well as a respectful work environment. Specific scientific competitions have been disseminated to attract a wider pool of women. The GRC competition notices highlight the GRC commitment to equal opportunities and non-discriminatory practice in the workplace. Publicity is ensured through a number of women in science networks, dissemination through top universities in member states and social media, as well as for the participation in job promotion events such as fairs, career days and other events. And let me say, we have now very encouraging and tangible first result. For example, in 2012, this year, 50% of senior as well as middle management recruits were women in GRC, including the appointment of the director of the biggest GRC institute, the Institute for Environment and Sustainability, but also many head of units responsible for key areas such as financial analysis, a new unit created this year, chemical testing, air and climate, nuclear safety and security, or maritime affairs. The GRC also promotes the training of scientific staff on the gender dimension in research. The Gender in Research Toolkit training is now being delivered in all GRC sites and is also promoted among the external scientific networks of GRC staff. The toolkit aims to give researchers the tools for integrating a gender dimension in research projects. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, women need to see science as a rewarding career choice. We need really to further encourage young girls to choose scientific studies. The GRC supports the Green Light for Girls initiative to promote science, technology, engineering and mathematics at all stages and to girls of all ages. Last Saturday, the first Green Light for Girls Day was held successfully in the Flanders region of Belgium. To achieve scientific excellence and technological innovation, we must make use of the full potential and scientific excellence of women scientists. And it is also essential to ensure equal opportunities for women and men in access to promotion, in access to research funding and decision-making positions in science. We do have some results already, but we are still in a process and we need to continue to push towards the full inclusion of women in scientific life. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ristori. This was really very encouraging to hear that the DG JRC, which has never really before been on the landscape of discussion about gender issues, has got now expressed such a strong commitment.